We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Carlos Zambrano will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in, Hanley Ramirez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tonight for Miami, the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Here comes the first pitch. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate, Dan Ugla, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. They'll start things here at 316. 13 home runs and 29 driven in. Now the 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now at the plate, Gary Sheffield. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Throw won't get him.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, and he fouls this one off. just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Misses. Ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So now to the plate, Jeff Conine, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0-1 count, the pitch.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Count remains 2-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Willis gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the 1st inning.
Standing in, Ryan Sandberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Now here it comes. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
2-1 the count to Sandberg. He gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Alfonso Soriano.
At the plate, Alfonso Soriano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is in there.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into 3rd.
Into the box, Hack Wilson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Batting fourth.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 7 homers and 23 driven in. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Wilson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Here's the 2-2. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out through short. And there's out number 2. Into the box now, Ron Santos. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, the pitch. In tied at 93, ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and a strike. Swinging a soft liner. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Stepping into the box, Charles Johnson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Johnson.
First pitch of the at-bat.
No, that's down.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And a curious looking swing that time, as he likely had ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-1. smoke toward the hole. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting seven, the third baseman, Mike Lowell.
So striding in, Mike Lowell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Now the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. At the plate, Willis.
Number 35.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. The 1-2. Now this is on the ground for Baez at short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Mark Grace.
Mark Grace.
Pitch on the way. The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Here's Javier Baez. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Three and 0 now. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
The pitcher, Carlos Zambrano, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now back, second baseman.
Riding in once again, Ryan Sandberg. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
To the plate now, Alfonso Soriano. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. The 1-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0. Hack Wilson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-0 offering. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Left fielder looking up into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box now, Hack Wilson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hit hard on the ground to short. Reined in. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So it's 4 runs on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. Cubs lead it 5-0. Now to the plate, Hanley Ramirez, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Now batting, Dan Ugla. He drew a walk his first time up. Pitch on the way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sheffield. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 out, nobody on. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. 3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the left fielder, and it's gone into the bleachers. A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, Jeff Conine, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate, Charles Johnson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. This one's into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So now to the plate, Mike Lowell, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
In now, Preston Wilson, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
And here he is in the 3rd inning. Trouble again. He's just not able to find that comfort zone out there.
2 out with the man at first. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cubs lead this one 5-4. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cubs.
The Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
And it's fouled away. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Standing in, Ron Santos. Now here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens, you start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
To the plate now, Mark Grace, as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. Fielded cleanly, and he won't even try it at second as he flips to the pitcher covering to get the Shure out. So two are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. He's set, and the pitch.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Willis. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball well outside.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
And the pitch. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Hanley Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. Settling in now, Dan Ugla. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Stepping in, Gary Sheffield. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Four runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins 4. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Here it comes. So far this year against Southpaws, Contreras carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. So far on the year, Contreras is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 1-2 now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Into the box now, Carlos Zambrano. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, That's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Digging in now, Ryan Sandberg. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. From the stretch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Five runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Stanton, and this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Throw to third, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Wow, with one out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his second hit of the game, so he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
Into the box, Alfonso Soriano. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. High chopper to third. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
The center fielder, number 4.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. A.J. Burnett answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Burnett.
Wilson will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Has a look, now the pitch. Runner's going. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Captain.
and he fouls this one off. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Up and in, and this one sends him to the ground. It's ball 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Wilson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready once again, Sammy Sosa. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Burnett sets. First pitch on its way.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Burnett checks. Now the pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
3 runs already home here. Ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Burnett, a former Pittsburgh Pirate, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Now the 2-1. Grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 8 and the Marlins 4. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So striding forward now, Jeff Conine, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Popped him up. Baez is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in once again, Charles Johnson. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Miami down in order. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Now at the plate, Mark Grace.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Mark Grace.
First pitch on its way.
0-1 the count. No, that's old.
Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Fastball in there. 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he fouls this one off. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The pitch.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Andy Casto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. A ball and no strikes. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 11 home runs, 26 RBIs. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Ryne Sandberg would be next. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Popped up. Johnson has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 9 and the Marlins 4. Dick Ellsworth takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Cubs, number 37, Dick Ellsworth.
Now in the box, Mike Lowell. He singled his last time up.
Third baseman, Mike Lowell.
First offering on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Sosa has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting,
Stepping in, Preston Wilson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Hanley Ramirez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. They trail it here 9-4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryne Sandberg. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Alfonso Soriano will be next. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Ready for another shot now, Alfonso Soriano. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Here comes the 0-1.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He's got it, and there's one away.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Hack Wilson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1-0 count. Here it is. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 1 out and a runner on third. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Sammy Sosa is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. This is foul right side. The 1-2.
Ball that time.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Seventh inning ready to roll, and set to go is the second baseman, Dan Uggla.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here he comes on 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Wilson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now back.
Up next from Miami, Gary Sheffield. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now back.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 9 and the Marlins 4. Bottom of the inning now, and next the dangerous power threat, Ron Santos.
The third baseman, Ron Santos.
The pitch. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding in, Mark Grace. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Oh, that's good.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Javier.
And that brings up Javi Baez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Alvarez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. So now to the plate, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. One and one. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And the second run will score as well.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
Billy Williams will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
Billy Williams.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Full count to Billy Williams, 3-2. Ryan Sandberg will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Back up the middle. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Sandberg. And all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. Comes set, now the pitch. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Kyle Hendricks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 28, Kyle Hendricks.
Ready for another chance, Jeff Conine.
For the Marlins, the first baseman, Jeff Conine.
First delivery to him on the way. Called strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Count even at 2-2.
And the pitch. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Ready now for the Marlins, Charles Johnson. Here comes the first pitch. Here comes the 1-0. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. One out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, Mike Lowell. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Slow roller down the third baseline. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Now back, the center fielder, Wilson.
To the plate now, Preston Wilson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. A ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Marlins leave one. They'll need to pick it up. It's 11-4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Alfonso Soriano. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Stepping in now, Hack Wilson.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, the right fielder.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you can definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Sammy Sosa. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. The 1-1 is fastball taken high for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And a full count now, 3-2. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
Standing in now, Ron Santos, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. A runner on first with two away. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. They lead it, though, 11-4. Juan Pierre is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. 276 the average coming in for him. 1 home run, 9 driven in. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Hanley Ramirez. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate, Dan Uggla, as the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
11-4 at the end of this affair. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Zambrano earned his 5th win of the year. Willis allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in a losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 11 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.